Hello there everyone, my name is Lord Bud. I hope you're having a nice day and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are going to be talking about 4 enchantments in Minecraft that sound really good on paper, but once you actually use them, they happen to really suck. So the first one we have is an enchantment for a bow. So we have 2 enchantments here, one is Mending and one is Infinity. Obviously, Mending is a treasure enchantment, and it's ultra rare. It's one of those enchantments that pretty much, everyone wants to find and get because, you know, it's super amazing. You can repair all of your stuff just by getting XP, which usually tends to happen when you are using your tool, especially because it's a bow. But if we go ahead and put some mending on our bow, Infinity, by far the best bow enchantment because it only requires you to have 1 arrow and then you can fire infinitely. They are mutually exclusive. You can't put mending on your bow you can't put Infinity on your bow if it has mending. So there's a bow wasted. Don't put mending on your bow. It's not worth it. Infinity is much better. But before we continue on, I'd like to go ahead and give you a reminder to go ahead and leave a like if you're liking this video and subscribe if you haven't already. But anyway, let's get right back into the rest of this video. The next one is Fire Aspect, and this is a sword enchantment, and I guess in a lot of scenarios it can be really good, but in this particular scenario I'm about to show, it's actually really bad. So if we go ahead and put Fire Aspect on our sword, we'll do Fire Aspect 2, that's the maximum level. And we're going to be using a netherite sword because it's 116 and we can. If it happens to be nighttime and there are some zombies around, if we are in survival, these zombies are going to try and attack us. If they are on fire and they attack us, we'll actually catch on fire as well. This is a Java edition thing. In a Bedrock edition, you cannot catch on fire from being killed by a zombie. And yeah, considering you're probably not one-shotting these zombies anyway, you're going to be in for a bad day. And on that topic of not one-shotting zombies with your sword, especially if you're playing on the Java edition of Minecraft, here is why. Because you're probably putting Sharpness on your sword. Well, even with Sharpness 5 on a netherite sword, you still have to use 2 hits to kill a zombie, 2 hits to kill a skeleton. That's because, unbeknownst to most players, some time ago, Sharpness actually received a huge nerf. The way Sharpness used to work was, for every level of Sharpness, levels 1 through 5, it would add an extra 25% damage. Or, for every level of Sharpness, it would add an extra 2.5 hearts of damage, which is a good amount. Well, now, the first level of Sharpness will add 1.5 hearts of damage, and every other level after that will only add half a heart. Yeah, massive nerf, and it's not worth it. But with Smite 5 on a diamond sword, you can one-shot skeletons, and with Smite 5 on a netherite sword, you can actually one-shot zombies, and I believe husks as well. We'll go ahead and try this out. If we spawn some more of those zombies, we can see with Smite 5 netherite sword, we're one-shotting skeletons. We already know that you can do that with Smite 5 diamond. We also will one-shot zombies, and we'll one-shot husks, and that's not even doing a critical. Amazing. Really makes me regret having Sharpness 5 on some of my things. Also, the thing is, Sharpness and Smite are mutually exclusive, so you can only have one or the other. Now, arguably, Sharpness is better because it does extra damage to all mobs, while Smite only does extra damage to undead mobs, i.e. zombies, husks, skeletons, so on, so forth, including drown. But it does so little damage, in most cases, you won't even notice. With a Sharpness 5 diamond sword, I think that only about knocks like 1 hit off of most enemies. You'll notice it a little bit if you do PvP, but other than that, it's really not necessary. Smite is definitely the way to go. But last, but definitely not least, is the most useless treasure enchantment that you'll ever find. And that is going to be a boot enchantment, and it is going to be Frostwalker. More specifically, in our case, Frostwalker 2. Depth Strider is another good enchantment that is mutually exclusive to it. So if you have Frostwalker, you cannot use Depth Strider. Depth Strider, we'll just go ahead and make a pair of Depth Strider boots, and we'll make a pair of Frostwalker boots. And we'll go ahead and show these off. We'll start with the Depth Strider 3 boots, and we'll go into this water, and we'll see we can walk a good speed, actually faster underwater than we can walk on land. Maybe. And this is very nice. Now, Frostwalker looks cool because wearing these actually makes this kind of ice bridge, which is cool. It's cool, except if you have any kind of farms with crops, you basically kill them all just by going over. It goes away very fast. If you're trying to cross a large body of water, you can just, use an elytra, which will be faster, or you can use a boat, which will also be faster, and won't use the hunger from running across it. And if it makes it any worse, even with a Silk Touch pickaxe, which is what you usually need to collect ice, if you're in survival mode, you cannot actually collect this ice, and even with a netherite pickaxe, it takes absurdly long to mine. And you can't collect it, so it's not even like it can be used for good ice farming. Also, if you happen to jump at the water, you will actually fall in it. Which is kind of nice, because most of the time you're jumping across the ice, and you could easily fall into the water. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. If there were any enchantments that sound good on paper but actually really suck that I missed, make sure you go ahead and drop those in the comments below. If you think I was wrong about any of these and you think one of these enchantments actually was really good, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and tell me why. And if you like this video, of course, go ahead and leave a like if you really liked it. Obviously, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I would like to thank you so much for watching this video, and an extra special thank you if you watched it this far. I know I barely did. But anyway, right before we go, I'd like to give you my own personal invitation to go check out the videos on the end screen and go check out the rest of my content. But until next time, goodbye, everybody.